YouTube, what's going on? My name is Steven. Thank you so much for joining in on AGC. Today, we're going to be talking about Christmas breaks, routines, and how we can get through the break and crush it. Make sure to check out my YouTube channel. I do live streams every Sunday for life coaching, helping people connect with some more steps that they want to be doing towards reaching their goals. So make sure to check that out. Either way, let's just get into it. I remember as a student that I would come back to from MSM, and I would push myself way too hard for this break. And I came back to school feeling so heavy and just kind of lacking the motivation to keep going. But you have to keep pushing at that point, right? You can't stop once you get to school. So the next time around, I was like, all right, I'm going to think about this differently. And I took a couple of days off. I felt really good about myself. I was, just enjoying my time with family and friends. There's a nice Christmas in Georgia. And the next, when I came back, I had a placement audition. I completely flopped on the audition. And it was just not great. I felt out of my headspace. I felt out of sync, and that I wasn't prepared for it. And my teacher afterwards actually called me. He's like, what the hell happened? And I was like, I took a couple of days off and I felt really good about it. And, I still kept my practice schedule and everything. Oh my God. It's all just falling on me. And he's like, wait, what? You took a break? You're too young to take a break. And I've always kind of just kept that in my mind. Like the year before, I overdid it. And then the year after, I underdid it. And thinking on it now, there's a balance that needs to be struck of having that preparation, having that committed practice schedule, but also taking the time out to say, I need to take a step back and reflect. The first question I have for you guys then is, with this reflection in mind, what is something that's come up in the past months that has gotten in the way of having the most effective practice for yourself? The other question is, what can you do over this break to completely re-energize you, to give you some leisure, some levity, happiness, and calmness? What do you need to do as a musician and a person to do that for yourself for the break? The other question is, how can you be flexible but committed to your practice time? I think it's very important to have a modified routine, because you are now going to see family and friends, and things are going to get in the way, right? You're going to want to prioritize those things, and we're going to be talking about priorities in just a minute. But how can you show up and have your truth and have your commitment to what you want to be practicing? And how can you get your family on the same page? Now, I'm not sure what the answers look like for you. If you feel like a way for you to energize yourself is taking a shortened practice day or doing Christmas caroling or anything like that, that's totally fine, but it's completely dependent on you and what you feel is right for yourself. The next thing I want to talk about is prioritizing, all right? There are going to be so many things coming up: music festival auditions, professional auditions, competitions, school graduate and undergraduate auditions. All these things are coming up, and it requires a lot of repertoire. They all require a lot of time to prepare and to get audition ready for those things. And I want to make sure that you're starting this journey off with the right mindset. Something I've used for many years now is this PDF that I have linked below. It's a great resource, and what it does is it allows you It allows you to consolidate everything that you need and put it in one place, so you'll know exactly what the most important thing you need to be working on is, how they overlap in each music festival or program or whatever you're working on, and it gives you some good clarity on the next steps for your preparation for this audition season. And this is how I use it. We're going to write down all of our programs right here on the leftmost column, and we're going to number them. Which one is the most important, maybe the most urgent, or the one that you want to get into the most. We're going to put a number 1 to however many festivals you're in. Then you're going to put the cost for these music festivals and put the full cost for this, what it would actually pay for you to attend the entire thing. Housing, food, leisure activities, everything. You want to put that cost right there. Then repertoire. You're going to write down all your repertoire, the due date, if it's a recorded audition or a live audition, and the location. Then we're going to go over to the next page, and we're going to write out every single piece that overlaps between each program. And then we're going to give a number between 1 and 10 on the execution. How confident do you feel that you can crush this excerpt right here, right now? And then any notes, things that you want to be working on specifically, or auditions that correlate to that, or maybe if it's not as urgent, like it's important but maybe not urgent, right? And you're going to do that for every single piece, and that way you have a consolidated list about the pieces that you need to be learning, the importance of each piece in each program, and when they're due, all in one place. This has been such a lifesaver for me, and I hope this helps you. Remember, this is not the time to burn out. This is the time to energize and prepare yourself for what is to come. It's audition season, baby. The next 3-4 months are going to be crazy. You're going to be waking up early to record. You're going to be going to bed late because you need to send off something. You need to upload something, right? This is not the time to be burning out, because in the next handful of months, you're going to be pushing yourself harder and harder until you get to that, May, June deadline, right? So use this time as reflection. Use this time to energize yourself, and take out the time to be compassionate and have some time for self-care